What's going on here, guys? It's Soberlight here to bring you a video of Ring of Elysium game basics. And pretty much my goal here is to kind of guide people on how to play Ring of Elysium. Just kind of the basic intro stuff of basic movement and things like that. And we're going to kind of go over of what the game is and everything like that too. So what is Ring of Elysium? It is actually a battle royale game, free to play on Steam, which is what I think is really fun. And with that in mind, it actually is a third-person or first-person shooter based on whatever you prefer. The game actually was designed to be third-person shooter, so the game kind of runs a little more smoother that way. And so that's pretty much what we're going to be playing here, and I'm going to kind of walk you through how the basics work. As you can see, there is 3 classes on the right-hand side here. There is the gliding pack, the skiing pack, and the climbing pack. Now, there are differences in the classes, but I'm not going to go into too much detail here. When it comes to what each class entails, that'll probably be in a different video, because it'll take quite a while to explain. So, when you start in and you find a match, you get to choose where you actually want to land in. Instead of like dropping into the zone or anything like that, you actually just pick where you want to be. And I'm right here is my orange dot. Any allies that you have, this guy here is my ally, is a different colored dot, and he's also placed himself here on the map. And then all the other blue squares are the enemies. So now when we drop in here, it's just the map's just gonna rotate around. We're gonna be right in it, and we'll get to the basic movement structure and everything like that. Unfortunately, I'm on top of the mountain, so let me move around here a little bit, guys. We'll get down here so we can see what we're doing. So, for basic movement structure, it is the WASD, or WASD as I call it, WASD. For the basic movement, look around with the mouse. Now, for shooting, it is the right click. Not too good. So, and if you hold down the right click, did I say left click on the shoot? Yeah, I did. I meant left click. You hold down the right clicker, you aim down the sights, or not aim down the sights, but you aim, sort of. A little more precise shooting. However, if you right click completely, now you're aiming down the sights. Lot better. That's pretty much your bread and butter right there for shooting. If you want to, you can actually rotate the side, which side you're shooting on. That's just clicking your mouse wheel. So that pretty much does it for the basic movement. C is the crouch, Z to go prone. Those will come in handy quite a bit. Spacebar is actually how you jump and vault. Vaulting, you can go through windows. It makes an awesome glass breaking noise. Vaulting out. Crouch, prone is Z. Perfect. Spacebar is also how you jump. You can run into some situations where you actually want to jump and you'll end up vaulting accidentally. So sometimes it's better to actually change the mapping in the settings for that particular button. And so now we've went over the movement and how to shoot. Let's look at what's on the screen here. If you view the top right corner of your screen, you'll notice right here there is a crosshair sort of thing with a 0 next to it. That is the amount of kills you have in the game. This here is the remaining amount of players, including yourself. That adds you into the pool. And you start off with 60 players on the map. This here is your compass. If you rotate, see the compass change. Compass works pretty darn good, I do say so myself. This is the temperature, 5 degrees Celsius. It's actually warmer than it is here right now, so we're okay. Morning, that's just kind of telling you pretty much when you start the game, it's morning, and then it goes through like a whole night cycle. So then when it becomes night, it gets really cold at the end game, but we won't worry about end game later. And then just underneath that, you will see there is 2 health bars. One is mine, which is Silverlight, and one is also my allies, but I only have one because we're playing duos, and it's Thorblop. So then, on the bottom left, you'll see Ymir spreads in with time remaining. that is when the zone will close, and I will get to that in a second. And then below that, you'll see is a mini map. Now, that's not the whole map, but we'll get there in just a second. Now, below, at the middle, right here, is what weapon you're using, how many shots you have left in that clip, and then a smaller number, which is your total left in inventory ammo. And then this is what class you're using for whatever, if you have snowboard, glider, or the climbing pack. And then this is your health bar, which is all at 100 because we haven't got shot yet. So now let's look at the map before we go into the inventory screen, which you guys seen a couple times already. So this is the map we're looking at, just like we were at the spawn screen. Now, when the Ymir spreads, which is like just the cold thing to force you into the next zone, the blue areas are what's closing. The gray areas are what's available. Because when you started the game, the whole area is available, but I've been in here talking. So this area is closing, so we need to leave. We need to get to a safer place. We could probably head north, or we can head east. You know, just got to get into here, because then the zone's going to keep closing and closing and closing. And, alright, so for the next thing, let's look at our inventory. We have nothing. We need some weapons and ammo. He's going to steal my stuff. Look at, did you see that? He took my armor. That guy. Alright, so, in order to grab stuff, it'll tell you push F, says helmet. So all you do is push F and boom, look at that. Got a shiny new helmet. And holographic sight, oh yeah, we want that. So you can also open doors by pushing F is your universal use button. It is what's going to get you places. Now, there's a lot of stuff out here, and we don't necessarily want to pick up all of it. So if we only want to pick up a certain thing, it can be kind of tough to aim to get what you want, especially when you're in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, best thing to do is push tab. That brings up your menu. Here's your menu. Now, I want this Lavoa, because this thing is the bee's knees. One of the best assault rifles in the game. So, there's two ways we can do this. We can click and drag. And what this will do is actually with items in your inventory, which we're here in the attachments section, we'll get snapped to it. Or, we can right click it, and it'll go to the next available slot. These are your 3 slots available for guns. Bang! And it did the same thing. The multiple attachments and stuff, there's tons of customization for the guns, different attachments. I will have to explain all of that in another video. So now, let's switch to the gun by pressing 1 is the Glock, 2 is Lavoa, and 3, excuse me, is our third gun. Well, we don't have a third gun. Now you can use this by scrolling on the mouse wheel, up and down. That is not very efficient. What you really want to do is push 1 or 2 or 3 based on which one you're trying to get out. Now, let's go back into the tab menu because we don't have any ammo for this gun. And each gun will tell you what kind of ammo it takes. There's 4, 5 different, 6 different kinds of ammo. 5.56 is what the Lavoa needs, so we don't want the 45. We need 5.56. So we can right-click that. You can drag and drop it. Right-clicking usually works the quickest because it just drops it right into your ammo. You can only hold so much stuff in your inventory. Right now we got 35, I call it weight or pounds, I don't know what it actually is, out of 250. And so, I mean, we do have room to grab the vector, so we might as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the Glock. And if I just drag and drop the vector here, drops my Glock because I don't need it. I want the flash hider on the vector, so I right-click that. And then I'll right-click some ammo. Press the 1 to switch to the vector, and boom! He automatically reloads it, because it was at 0, because you just picked it up. And we're good to go. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for the basic explanation. Then you're ready to go. My teammate's shooting at me, how dare he. And hopefully guys, you'll check me in the next one. I'll have some more information based on, for classes in my next video, and I will go into more detail about the different vehicles and weapons, customization and stuff like that that you can get in the game. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome one, guys. We'll see ya. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, definitely hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications so you know I'm making the next video, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.